Joining me right now is Congressman from Clear Lake, Pete Olson. Congressman Olson, welcome back to Houston's Morning News. Great to have you on with us.
Thanks for having me, Matt, you and Lois, and thanks for what you're doing for our great state and our great region there.
It is our pleasure. It's our privilege. But, Congressman, Boehner again thwarted late last night, doesn't appear to have the votes. Tea Party up his skirt, wondering why there's not more cuts. We got 5 days to go, Congressman. Are you voting for this thing if it gets to the point where a vote is taken?
Well, yesterday didn't quite work out as I expected, but this thing ain't over until it's over, and this battle is not over. And I fully expect the Budget Control Act of 2011 to pass the House before sunset today, and I am going to vote for it.
You are going to vote for it.
Yes, sir.
The American people really are just fed up. A, with this story. I mean, we're just tired of hearing about it. And B, with both sides, Republicans and Democrats. The American people, and I'm sure this doesn't come as a great surprise to you, are just sick and tired of the political games.
Yeah, there was an ad you played before he came on there that stated that very succinctly. But, right now, I mean, Matt, the Republican House has proven our commitment to getting D.C.'s fiscal house in order while avoiding default in the full faith and credit of the United States. And I've got numerous examples. We're the only body that's passed a budget. I've been in the Congress for 2.5 years now. The Senate has not passed a budget my entire tenure in Congress. We passed cap, cut, and balance. The Senate did not take any sort of – they just took a procedural vote on it, didn't take a vote on the merits. And now we're putting forth the Budget Control Act of 2011 later today. This is the Senate's last chance to do what's right for the American people to avoid default.
Pete,
we have done everything we can, and we've got to get the Senate to – you're right, the American people deserve leaders.
All right, Pete, let me just ask you this. I got about 30 seconds, and I'm going to hold you over through the break because I want to talk about guns with you, so don't go anywhere. Now, here's the question. McCain says Tea Party members are hobbits. You agree or disagree with that statement?
The Tea Party has been very good for America. They've what our founding fathers envisioned, just citizens getting up, rising, exercising their constitutional rights, and getting involved in their government. They are healthy for our government.
All right, Pete. All right, Pete. Excellent. That's what I'm looking for. Now, hang on. Can we talk guns, you and I?
Guns, you betcha.
I want to talk guns, I want to talk terrorists, and I want to talk right-wing extremists, and we'll do that with Congressman Pete Olson coming up.
The conversation continues on Houston's Morning News with Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 6:22. One of my favorites, Congressman from Clear Lake, Pete Olson. I love it when he gets fired up. All right, Pete, let me ask you this. Gun store owner, Guns Galore, sees this Muslim extremist, not a white right-wing extremist, as Sheila Jackson-Lee would like us to believe is the problem in the United States. He walks in, is buying stuff. He doesn't even know what he's buying. Very uncomfortable. Gets there by taxi, leaves by taxi. Gun shop owner does not like what he sees, calls the authorities, and we find out that this guy had some bad plans where Fort Hood is concerned, either on the base or somewhere near the base. Are you comfortable with this gun shop owner calling authorities on a customer? Is this the Obama administration, maybe getting a nose in the tent? Now all of a sudden we got to worry about where we buy our guns or how we buy our guns, or did he do the right thing in your opinion?
I am 120% comfortable with what that gun owner did. I mean, that is, there are still people out there, despite the death of Osama bin Laden and all the victories we had against these Al-Qaeda, there are still people out there who want to harm us. And we're lucky that this individual, I mean, we were laughing about him over, it's a serious attack, but this guy went to the same gun store that Major Hassan bought his weapons and just had this crazy, I mean, again, we've got a man there that the ultimate defense to these terrorists is the common sense and patriotism of Americans. And now, this gun owner exercised it.
You're not concerned at all that we see this and all of a sudden we're thinking to ourselves, okay, this worked out the right way. Now all of a sudden we've got gun shop owners or clerks calling the authorities every time they might get a little jiggy about a customer. And now all of a sudden our Second Amendment rights might be becoming encroached just a little bit. The administration's got the nose in the tent and all of a sudden our rights are being deteriorated. That's my fear.
Well, that's my fear as well. I mean, again, this administration talks some that the Second Amendment's not too popular with them. But again, I guarantee you this gun shop owner, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to the individual, is conducting his business the same way today as he did yesterday, as he did the day before. And every day he looks at there, and he knows what he's selling. He's selling lethal weapons. And he does have a duty to sort of assess the people that are coming in, regardless of their ethnicity, and particularly with people who want to harm us. And his radar went off, and I applaud it, and he took action, and because of that, we don't know how many lives were saved.
And, Pete, Sheila Jackson-Lee said at the hearing on radicalized Americans that it is the white right-wing extremists, that it really is the biggest problem in the United States today, Pete. And I got about 30 seconds. Your thought?
It's not. I mean, the problem is people who want to harm us. I mean, I don't care where they're coming from. There are some people here in our country that have done it. Timothy McVeigh in Oklahoma City. But the biggest, most dire threat right now to our internal security here is extremists from Muslim extremists who want to harm our country. And they are trying to get here. We see it over and over. We thwart things. We don't even know how many things we've thwarted right now because of the hard work of our intelligence community. We can't let our guard down. And again, the ultimate defense is the American people, right, exercising their common sense, their patriotic duty. This gun owner did it. We're safer because of it.
Congressman, love having you on. Look forward to having you back. Clear Lake Congressman Pete Olson joining us on Houston's Morning News this morning.